Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kim. All right, y'all. So today, first of all, I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. My name is Kim. I do have a couple videos down telling you all about me. So today we're going to be talking about this the excuses little Q&A video that Jeremy and Keesha just posted. I could not wait to record this, guys, because I know everybody has been waiting on this video. And it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I feel like Keesha babying, momming, babying and momming Jeremy. And I say that because I still feel like she's making a lot of excuses for him. Like the whole book just seems like a lot of excuses for his behavior. So somebody else said, I think in the comments on one of my videos, that it should have been called Q, the excuses. And I totally agree. So we're going to hop on into this. So they do mention counseling, and Keesha was saying that they had already started counseling and they started healing before this situation had came about. Because I can't remember exactly what the question was. I was trying to jot down stuff, but I did not jot down the questions in the video. But I'm just kind of hit on some of their responses to questions. So yeah, she was saying they were already in healing. Okay, I think people asked how was she so able to forgive him so easily? And I know Jeremy was saying that she gave him a hard time. They weren't really specific about exactly what they did during that time, but he did say she made it hard for him. It was not easy. Keesha was saying that she was mad, she was upset, she was angry, when the issue first came out about the son, and that they did start counseling even before she knew that there was a baby that was produced out of him cheating. Jeremy said he sat down with Keesha. He had already had a conversation with her about everything that had happened, but at that time, neither of them knew anything about the baby. So she said they were doing counseling, because that's what you do when you're in love. Look, I'm not sitting in counseling with nobody but my husband. Now, people do premarital counseling, okay, if you are engaged and there is a wedding date and you are going to get married. But why are you wasting your time going to counseling with this man? Y'all not engaged. He just had a baby on you and he's been cheating on you. There's been a lot of infidelity and y'all going to counseling. Okay, I'm not doing that unless you're my husband. And even if you are my husband, I don't think I'm doing all that, because if you are constantly cheating, you have cheated more than one time, that's just who you are. That is a character flaw, and I'm just not gonna stick around. So yeah, Keesha went to counseling with Jeremy. Okay, so I guess that was one of the ways they were trying to heal their relationship. And then boom, she said this incident came up. She realized that it was a chance he could have had a baby. It was confirmed, and that opened up some of the old wounds. Now, I did not like when they were discussing his son. Keesha was saying how I felt like it was my responsibility as a mother to make sure that my children knew their brother. That is not your responsibility. You don't have anything to do with that child. You are not Jeremy's wife. You are not even his fiance. You have no responsibility to that child at all. You have kids with Jeremy. The common denominator between your relationship with Jeremy and his relationship with this woman is that you both have kids. Okay. Jeremy is responsible for his children with you, as well as his children with this, or his child with this woman. You have no ties. You have no responsibility to that child. You should not be the one meeting with this woman trying to make sure that your kids meet up with him. No, if he wants his daughters to meet this child, then he can either go get this child, bring them over, or schedule a play date, and you can be there. But I don't think you need to be the one fostering these relationships and bringing people together. You have nothing to do with this. And this is the thing. When I was watching the video, it is like 32 minutes long. I think I stopped watching it like 5 minutes before it ended, so I can't tell you exactly how it ended, those last 5 minutes. But I was just so anxious while watching it because I just have to say this. It feels like Keisha's still making excuses. Keisha is still putting herself into this situation that Jeremy has with this woman. It has nothing to do with you. You have children with Jeremy, just like her. At this point, you and her are the same. Y'all are equal, to be honest, because he has not made no commitment to you. He has not had a commitment with her. Y'all both ended up with children by him. That's it at this point. And it seems as if she feels like she has to be the one, like, coming in, I guess, to save the day and patch up things and make sure her kids know this child. No, you don't need to do nothing. Let Jeremy handle that. Let Jeremy handle his child. Let Jeremy handle his baby mother. Now, she did mention something about she encourages Jeremy to reach out to the mom and communicate with the mom. Again, that has nothing to do with you at all. That's solely on him. That's his responsibility. That's it. You don't have nothing to do with anything concerning that child. And Jeremy, you don't have nothing to do with it. You just a girlfriend. Sit in the bed, be a girlfriend, be a baby mama. You don't have nothing to do with that. Now, I think one of the first questions that were asked, or first or second questions, was that was Jeremy using Keesha? And he said he didn't need a woman for anything, that everything he has accomplished in his life, he did it on his own. Well, what did you accomplish? I don't know. I'm still waiting, Jeremy, because you joined in on Keisha's channel, so now you're getting paid for that. What have you accomplished? I know he does his little clothes, his t-shirts and stuff, but I don't know how good he's done with that. So I don't know. And then he said he didn't know. All he knew about Keisha was that she was a girl from high school and that she was a cool person, and she reached out to him. So he had no idea how big of success she was on YouTube. He didn't know about, I guess, her businesses and stuff, because he said he just didn't know. All he knew was that she had a lot of followers on YouTube. He didn't know anything else about her. I don't believe that. I'm pretty sure, because I know people, when I see people post stuff, if I'm following them on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, especially people that I know from high school, whatever, I'm going to click the link. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what they're doing. Now, it might not be something that I'm interested in, or something that I'm going to, follow, buy into, or whatever. But I want to see, especially if I know that person. I'm going to click it. I'm going to see what's going on. So you can't tell me that you saw Keisha posting this, and she had all these followers and posting her YouTube channel and stuff, and her business, because she does post like things about her business on Instagram. So you mean to tell me you never saw none of that stuff? All you saw was that, oh, she got a lot of followers. Oh, she a girl from high school. That's all you knew. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because when they got together, she was already pretty big on YouTube. She was posting a lot about her businesses and things that she was doing. So I have a hard time believing that he knew nothing about her YouTube success or her businesses at that time. I'm just not going to believe that. And let me see. I'm looking at my little notes that I tried to take. But yeah, she was saying she was the mediator. She wanted to make sure the children knew her brother. Nope. I already said that's not your responsibility. Let him do that. She said that her response to people were asking, why didn't she leave the relationship? No, her children would be looking at her. So doesn't that concern? I don't know exactly how it was asked, but it was something about her children looking at her and seeing what she's going through and how that may influence them, something to that nature. And she was basically saying, well, they're young, which they are. They are too young to really understand and know what's going on, but children do feel your vibe. Because I always feel like my children can sense when something is wrong with me, when I'm happy, sad. Even I don't have to be crying or anything. It's like my children just can sense that vibe, and they come and they try to, you notice them being more loving towards you, and want to cuddle with you more when you're feeling down. Maybe that's just me. I have that connection with my kids, but I feel like they could always sense something. Now, I do have a teen, almost 11-year-old, so she knows what's going on. So I have to be careful about things I say and do in front of her, because she understands. Now, the 3-year-old, she's getting to a point where she can understand that stuff too. But I know when they were younger, when I was feeling down, it's like the whole mood in the house was down. Like they could sense it. They don't understand it, but they kind of know. They can feel from us. We have that connection. We are mothers. So no, your children do not understand, but trust me, if you're giving off them vibes, they can feel it. But she was saying that was not a concern to her right now because her children are not old enough to understand that. Okay, get it. But then she did say when they get older, then they'll understand more, and they may have, questions or concerns about it. But what I want to say is, she did say that as a child, she's seen stuff go on. She's seen her parents go through things, and I guess she was trying to say she's fine or whatever. No, you're not. You have a lot of issues, and our how we grew up, our environment, things we experience make us who we are. So everything that you're going through right now, how you're handling it, your feelings, your emotions, the things you choose to put up with and deal with, all of that comes from traumas and stuff in our past. It comes from our childhood, things that we have experienced ourselves. And I know because sometimes I catch me, like sometimes my thought process about certain things, and I can relate it back now. Mind you, I'm a social worker, so I'm gonna put two and two together. We relating stuff back. Yes, childhood traumas does affect you as an adult, Keesha, and I'm seeing that in you, girl. I'm seeing that in you, okay? There's a lot of things you got to deal with, not just with this relationship with Jeremy, but your past traumas as well. And I will say that knowing that you have been through those things, because I know from my personal experience, it's things I would never want my kids to go through that I saw and I went through as a child, which is why I chose to move away from my hometown. And I very rarely go back there. Like my mom lives here. I have a sibling that lives here. My other siblings live in different states. But anyway, I separated myself from that environment because I wanted to give my children something different. I wanted to do something different with my life. So if you saw things that worried you or bothered you as a child, why would you want your children to be put in those same situations? I don't think that's a good decision as a parent, as a mother. But like I said, that's you. And it was a question asked about does she think she is a good mother because of how she's handling the situation, and she said she felt like she was. And I can as far as her mother and her parents, she seems like she loves her children very much. So I'm not going to say she is a bad mother. I would never judge another mother like that. I would never call her a bad mother. But sometimes I think we make decisions based off of us being selfish. And I think her choosing to maybe stay with Jeremy is more so it's for her more than it is for the kids, even though they did say how, I know Jeremy's like, oh, I didn't grow up with my dad. Keisha's like, yeah, why do people want our homes to be broken up? Basically, I feel like you're staying for the kids because you want this family so bad, you want this idea of a family. Of course, if you didn't have that growing up, you may desire, but guess what? I'd rather be in a single parent home, happy with my children, thriving and growing and learning, versus being in a home where I am unhappy. There's cheating, there's infidelity going on, outside children, like just, and you got to be upset, sad, depressed, and crying all the time. Like, give me the happy single parent home. Everybody problem with relationships, and sometimes people get married and they just don't work out. And it is. That does not mean that you have to stay in a relationship just because you're trying to prove something to somebody. You're trying to beat the odds. You're trying to prove these statistics to be wrong, because sometimes we stay in places that we should not be. And maybe all of these signs, him cheating, all these red flags are telling you that you need to leave. But nobody can make you leave. You just have to do that on your own. And that's all I have to say. Y'all go watch the video for yourself and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep coming back for more. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.